Hi, this is Jim Pratt, Mission One coordinator with you again, and I'm with this very special guest today, my daughter Katie. And any of you that know my experiences with international ministries know that in reality, it's because of Katie that I ever got started in the first place. We're going to talk about her first mission trip in a second, but the first trip that didn't happen was in 2005. She wanted to go on a mission trip, just finishing her seventh grade year, and I said that I had a commitment with work, and you said, well, I think God wants us to go. And we missed the deadline, and the event that we had on campus got canceled. And so fast forward to Katie, your first trip was when?
2007.
2000,
2 years later.
2 years later, just finishing up her ninth grade year. And Katie, how would you say that the trip impacted you?
Really, I think it broke me. It kind of took a entitled teenage girl and put life in perspective.
So you would say teenagers sometimes feel entitled and like they deserve things.
Very much so, yes.
And
yes.
I think you probably agree. But I've told parents many times, best thing you can do to get your children to appreciate what they have more is to nag a whole lot less, but take them on a mission trip. Take them on a mission trip. So then, so after 2007, 2009, 2010. 2011, 2012, 13, 14. And then this, yes. And so, how would you say through each of these trips, and each of these trips, of course, were to Honduras, your home away from home. How would you say these trips have impacted you?
I think just, again, showing me each time, I feel like I learn a little more from the Hondurans and just how grateful they are and appreciative they are, and just giving them a bag of beans and rice. It made their day, made their week. I mean,
and how would you? I know that the first time that I think it was the first time in 2010 when we took we went from OCU. It was right before you beginning your freshman year at Open City, but I think that's the first time we went to Nueva Esperanza, the government orphanage. What was that like?
Even more eye-opening, sad. Just, it's hard to put it in words.
It is hard, and I remember us going to the nursery, and of course, those of you that were on our Facebook page 2 weeks ago know that it was my voice, but it was a picture of me holding the baby from that trip. And so you go on a few trips, and you wanted to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And so you did an internship. It was how long?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. And compare, what's the difference between an internship, other than obviously one's 7 weeks, one's 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between internship and the 1 week?
I think with the internship, you can immerse yourself in their culture more and just develop a relationship more so than just 1 week. And you're not so focused on, oh, I have to paint this house. It's more developing that friendship and relationship with in Honduras with the kids, with the missionaries.
Right. And I know that each week, was it required that you blog? Or you just decided to blog each week?
I think it was required.
Do you remember any of the blogs?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Share one or two of the blogs.
One of them, it was, there's always the next tortilla.
Always the next tortilla.
Always the next tortilla. Yes. I worked in the kitchen for one straight week, and the house moms at that time were making tortillas, and quick. They did like 50 by the time I did 10, and just showing that pretty much keep trying and don't give up and keep trying, focusing on God, and that was what that was about. And
I know that I think you'd admit you're daddy's girl, and one yes, you were missing Justin, who was the boyfriend, who became fiance, and who became husband, and we'll talk about that in a second too. But we were also not together on Father's Day, and also many, many years ago on Father's Day is when you were born, and so it's been kind of cool for us. And so what was it like for you to be at an orphanage in Honduras on Father's Day?
Well, I remember waking up on Father's Day, and I was real upset, and, man, I'm not with my dad. And then it was kind of like, I remember walking out of our house and like just kind of overlooking Faith Home, and I kind of was like slapped in the face, like, wow, who am I to be upset that I don't get my dad on one day when these kids, many of them have never met their dad.
Yeah.
And
And so you did the internship. You had a flight delayed, and you had to rerouted. But
I guess it was worth it.
It was worth it. What happened? You got rerouted instead of flying to Evansville. You flew to Louisville, and who was waiting, and what happened?
Well, my parents, Justin's family, my aunt, were all waiting, and Justin proposed.
And what did you say?
I said,
she said,
I got a ring on the finger.
She got a ring on the finger, and that was, I guess, that was 2013. 2013, and so the next May, 2014, you graduate from Open City. July 5th, you get married. At the end of July, you and Justin, having been married for whopping 3 weeks, went where?
Saipan.
Went to Saipan Community Church and School to teach, and taught there for 6 months, and came back home. And those of you that have the last few weeks, you've noticed that we've had the Brantleys and Robin Lowry, and they did mission trips, they did short-term trips, and now they're going to be career missionaries. Katie, you felt like after the internship, maybe there's something more, but then after you went to Saipan, you felt like that you full-time internationally wasn't where God wanted you, but yet you don't feel like you're off the hook from supporting international ministries. And so how what do you currently do to support international ministries?
Right now we're sponsoring a child at Faith Home.
Yes.
Whenever there's donations that come up, we try to give to that.
Yes.
Really in prayer.
Yes.
And we've kind of tried to teach Hudson.
Yes.
About, international missions and praying.
Yes. And my oldest grandson, Hudson James Benefiel, I remember I said, Katie, Hudson, he could be a missionary like Hudson Taylor was. And you said, Dad, would that be all bad? And so who knows, Hudson and Parker both. Are you ever going to go on another mission trip?
Definitely.
Yes. But something with having kids right now is how that's happened. But for those of you hopefully soon, yes. For those of you watching, consider going on mission trips. I think you'd say that. And even those of you that are college age, do an internship, or even beyond college age, do a short-term trip. But pray about not if, but how you can be involved, because we know that we're responsible to reach across the street and across the world. And again, Katie, thank you for pushing me to go on that trip. It changed my life, and I know that it changed your life. And there's a big world out there, a world full of people who desperately need Jesus. And so if you would like more information about going on a Mission One trip or internship, you can email me at jim.pratt@generalbaptist.com, or just contact us at our ministry building. God bless you guys. Have a great day.